Hey guys, as promised, I do have a Wi-Fi battle today. A very long battle. If you're into like an intense switch out battle on Wi-Fi, then this is definitely your video. Quick note, stay tuned because there's a lot of Wi-Fi battles coming. But anyway, let's get into this. I end up getting a really good matchup because he has Tyranitar, and yeah, I have a fighting type move or Pokemon. So I'm predicting him to switch, but I'm gonna go for the fake out. So yeah, that hits anything. He honestly stays in, and I was like, what? So I'm gonna predict him to switch again because, you know, it's 4 times super effective on him. So I'm gonna go for the U-turn, and he does switch into his Gengar. And this is actually a good play for me because Gengar, you know, if he Mega Gengars, then I can have a serious problem. So I'm gonna need to have a good matchup. I do have a Jolteon choice specs, and obviously Jolteon is faster than the Gengar. And more importantly, with Choice Specs Shadow Ball, it should one-hit KO this Gengar. So I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball, but unfortunately he is gonna switch into his Garchomp. Shadow Ball still does some decent damage, you know, being that I'm Choice Specs and Jolteon has some nice-ass special attack. So I guess that's decent. You know, I'm expecting an Earthquake, so I'm going to go into a Flying type Pokemon to be immune to that. And, you know, Intimidate. Unfortunately, though, he will predict this and go for the Stone Edge, and that really hurt. So this really sucks. The only reason why I survived that is because I have Intimidate on him. And, you know, at this point, I'm really weakened out, and I really see that he has a kind of a bulky Sandstorm team. I'm just gonna stay in and Mega Evolve and just do as much damage as possible before I go down. So use Mega Gyarados. Gonna go for the Waterfall, and I believe I do some decent damage, hoping for more, but it's whatever. The last thing I needed was to switch, and then he would have just hurt another Pokemon, so I just stood in. So he's gonna go for the Bullet Punch, it's pretty obvious. So down goes my Gyarados, it kind of blows. So I'm probably gonna have to go back into my Fake Out Pokemon, and of course threaten him with maybe some fighting moves. Because at the same time I'm trying to scout out to see who's the Mega. He has Scizor or Mega Gengar, so that's what I'm trying to figure out here. Scizor is almost at half HP, so I'm going to stand and go for the Drain Punch, and he honestly thought he was going to survive that, but I don't think so. And that is really, really good, because Scizor Technician Bullet Punch does a lot of damage, and of course it's priority, so taking out a priority Pokemon is really good. And he actually has Ditto with Imposter, so that's going to copy my Pokemon, which really sucks, because he can go for the Fake Out or pretty much anything. I'm not sure what he's going to do. So I'm going to go into my wall. He's going to go for the U-turn, which really sucks because I was hoping he was going to go for the Fake Out because, you know, I'm a ghost and I'm immune to that. And hopefully he would have to switch from there, but no, he's just going to go for the U-turn. He's going to go back into George, this fucking pain in the ass Tyranitar. Oh man, this team was pretty annoying, but he was good overall. So I'm gonna go for the King Shield to scout out to see what he's gonna do, and he's gonna go for the Fire Blast. I'm like, what? What Tyranitar has a Fire Blast? What the hell? So I'm gonna switch out into Goodra because, you know, I resist Fire Blast. He's gonna go for the Stealth Rocks, which really sucks because unfortunately I do not have Stealth Rocks myself or Rapid Spin. He's gonna switch out now, which I predicted really good, so I'm gonna go for the Substitute now. And here is Jellyfish, which is another pain in the ass. He has a Stally team, which is really annoying. I really hate stall teams, but if you can beat them, then you're good. So I'm gonna go for the Dragon Pulse, and it does decent damage, but nowhere enough was hoping for more, but then again, this thing is especially defensive wall. He can't do too much to my Goodra though, which is good, but he can stall it off with his sand, which is really annoying. So he's gonna switch out because he can't do much. I still have my substitute up, which is great. Here comes George, which I'm like, oh, he doesn't know. I do have Focus Blast, which is times 4 super effective, 120 base power, so that's an easy one-hit KO if I get it, land it. I'm gonna go for the Dragon Pulse because I thought he was gonna stay in for the Tentacruel, but next turn I'm definitely gonna go for the Focus Blast and just try to wipe him out. And I missed the Focus Blast. That is just my luck. That's just wonderful. That couldn't have gone worse. So he's gonna break my sub, and now he knows. This really sucks. So I'm gonna predict him to switch, knowing I have Focus Blast. I'm gonna set up a substitute again, and that works like a charm. So here's Gengar again, and this kind of sucks. I'm running out of HP here, and the Sandstorm is up, hurting me. So I believe I go for the, let's see. Yeah, this is his Mega. He goes for the Mega Gengar. So good thing I have the substitute up. I need to do as much damage as possible. He's gonna go for the Shadow Ball, which is obviously gonna break my sub. Yeah, Mega Gengar has a shitload of special attack. I'm gonna go for the Dragon Pulse, hoping to do a good amount of damage, and I actually do a lot. And with sand up, he should be dead with 2 turns of just sand. So I kind of just let this thing go. It's at low enough HP. I don't have leftovers or anything like that, so not to mention I have Stealth Rocks on me, so there's no real point of switching out. And I do have Shadow Sneak on here, so it's pretty obvious what I'm gonna do. Honestly surprised he didn't switch out, but I guess he also has low hit points and didn't care. So I'm gonna finish off his Mega Gengar, which is great, because his ability is a pain in the ass. You're honestly just trapped until you destroy it, unless you also have his ability. Alright, so we got one powerful Pokemon out of the way. So here's Garchomp. Wow, one Earthquake and he'll take me out. Right here was a really intense moment because if I switch or King Shield, he could set up the Swords Dance, but if he goes for the Earthquake right away, he could take me out. He sets up a Swords Dance, so I'm like, holy crap. This is really bad. So I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Sneak to hope that the stab does enough damage. And it's not even close. It's gonna take 2 more of those. So he's gonna Earthquake me, and that's an easy one-hit KO. I basically had to sack this thing, sacrifice it, because I couldn't afford to lose any other Pokemon here. However, I do have another priority Pokemon. I fucking love priority, man. For reasons like this, you have a fast Pokemon setup, there you go. Threaten him out. So obviously I'm gonna go for the Fake Out. He knows this. Now this is when shit gets stressful. And if you verse the Stall team, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have a Pokemon like this that's healing from Black Sludge and such, and just every next turn using Protect, really stally and annoying, and scouting out what I have to do, getting more HP for himself, and it's just a drag on. It's just really annoying. I go for Stone Edge, and of course I miss, but yeah, he goes for Toxic and he doesn't miss. That's lovely. And guess what move he's gonna do next since he didn't Toxic? If you guess Protect, yes, you are right. So I lose more HP and he gains more HP. It's just so annoying. Fucking pain in the ass. So I'm trying to get the hell out of here with U-turn, and I can't even do so. I'm just getting stalled out pretty bad. I do have Regenerator on this Mienshao though, so that's good. So this turn he can't use Protect, so I'm finally gonna get the hell out of here, go for the U-turn, and I can finally switch. And I need to kill this thing like right now, because this thing is just annoying the shit out of me. So I'm gonna go into Jolteon, and that's obviously gonna have to force switch him, because a Choice Spec Jolteon would just destroy this thing. He's gonna go for the Toxic, predicting that. He's just being a pain in the ass, like I said. And yeah, it's looking pretty bad for me right now. I have 2 Pokemon Toxic, but for now I'm just trying to take this thing out now. So now I'm poisoned. He's gonna go for the protect to see what I'm gonna do and pretty much get all his HP back. Just a pain in the ass. I go for Shadow Ball, predicting him to switch. And now I'm choice spec into this, so this can't get any worse. I'm not sure if he knows I'm spec'd, but I don't think he does because he switches out, otherwise he could have just stood in. So here's George, this pain in the ass once again. That should have been dead from Focus Blast in the first place. He sets up the Sand Stream again, which is really, really fucking gay. Shadow Ball is not very effective. I'm spec'd, so I have to switch again, and this is really looking bad for me. I could pull this off, but it's going to be difficult. So I'm going to switch out from Jolteon, and I have a Hippowdon, so he can't do too much to this, but honestly I don't think I can do too much to him either. But I believe I'm more bulkier than him, especially when it comes to defense. So yes, he's going to use Fire Blast, which does decent damage actually. This is kind of a mixed set Tyranitar, which is kind of interesting. No one ever ran it, and I can see why it's mixed. It actually does decent damage when it comes to dealing with a Pokemon that only has defense like Hippowdon. But I will take it out. I use Ice Fang first because I knew Earthquake wasn't gonna be a one-hit KO at the amount of HP he was at, so I wanted to trick him. So he is going to go into Guard Jump and almost finish Hippowdon, so I make a good comeback right here. I do have the Citrus Berry too, by the way. So he will not finish me off there, and I will use Ice Fang, and that will take out his Guard Jump. So I get a nice comeback here. I kill two of his Pokemon, very good play, Guard Jump and Tyranitar, which is huge for his team. And with Gengar taken out too, he's running out of, you know, some strong Pokemon with offensive pressure. So he's gonna scold me. I was trying to overpredict here because he's been overpredicting me the whole freaking game. So I'm trying to how to deal with this Jellyfish. This fucking Tentacruel is a pain in the ass. So I'm not even gonna overpredict anymore. I'm just gonna go straight for the Choice Spec Thunderbolt. Even if he protects, I just want him to just try to stay in and try to take it. I'm gonna stay right in for it. There's no way he can survive it. Possibly it might be a 2-hit KO. I'm hoping not, because he has like over 380 special defense or something like that. So he could survive. He does stay in. He goes for the over prediction, but no, he cannot take that Choice Spec Thunderbolt. Get the hell out of here. You do not want to fuck with a Choice Spec Jolteon. Jolteon has a shitload of special attack. So finally, I make an intense comeback, and now it's, I believe, a 2-on-1 battle. However, my Jolteon is about to go down, and his Ditto is Choice Scarf, so he will outspeed. So now shit got really intense. It's a 1-on-1 battle here. He's Choice Scarfed into Shadow Ball. Obviously, I'm gonna go for the Fake Out. So now it's all on this right here. If Shadow Ball takes me out, then I lose. If Drain Punch takes him out, then, I mean, it should be a one-hit KO on both sides. I possibly could survive though. Let's see what happens. Looks like he outspeeds because of Choice Scarf. And I survive. Holy shit. And it's all on this Drain Punch right here, right now. Good fucking game. That was my first Wi-Fi battle, and holy shit was that close. Very good game. Alright guys, if you're new to this, subscribe for a lot more Wi-Fi battles and competitive set videos.